Hello. It's been a really long time since I've sat and done a live video. I can feel my heart beating fast. So somewhere in my journey to self, I have felt called in the last little while to do Journey to Self, a year in the life. So 52 weeks of checking in for myself, period. So this is week one, and thank you, Megan. This is day one of my 38th year, and to be raw and real and authentic, it's not been my favorite day ever. I'm shifting something, I'm processing something, and it's just been a real day in the life. Like nothing special, nothing even particularly unspecial. Just a day in the life where some moments are really emotional and some moments are just regular. So I'm going to move this video because I feel like I'm blurry. Yeah. So, good grief. I don't think I've done a journey to self since, I'm going to say June. I don't even know if that's true. But, as always, it's a journey, and today shouldn't be any different than any other. So I had this moment of pity party as I was going to my self-care appointment today, of like, it's my birthday. Can't I have a day off from my own evolution? And no, I can't. So it is what it is. I'm really fidgety. I'm aware of things moving, things shifting. There's such a brilliance in it. So my commitment to self in this moment and the way that I see Journey to Self, a year in the life going, is checking in, maybe not necessarily at the same time every week because life happens, but somewhere around the same time, no matter what's moving through me, because I find that sometimes I feel like I have nothing to say, or it's not important enough, or I don't feel in a good space to share, and that's bullshit. That's hiding, and that's not what I want moving forward. I want to authentically show up for myself in my life for a check-in, and so I offer myself the space and time to do that, typically in the red tent, but twice a month isn't enough for me to feel whole. I don't know, that's not the right word either, but it's not enough for me, period, whatever that is. So yeah, I have lots of like dialogue running in my head about like, who gives a shit about your evolution? And maybe nobody, but I'm not tracking my evolution for other people. I'm tracking my evolution for myself, because I know that there's a brilliance to it, and I know that I feel called to do it. So that's good enough for me these days. That's how I roll. So where am I at? I am at this brilliantly in tune space of synchronicity, even in the shit spots, even in the sticky spots, whatever. And I'm absolutely grateful to them. And the peeling back of the layers and the reveal, and then the integration, and then the reveal and the integration, and just the ebb and the flow of that, and being aware, period, being aware. So yeah, it's my birthday, and it's my birthday. And sometimes when it's my birthday or Mother's Day, or when I'm shifting through some really important stuff, I feel like it should be reflected in my external world. So last week was a really profound shift in my world, and I still woke up, and every day life still happens. And I was like, wait a minute, like, shouldn't we pause and reflect on what a huge shift this has been? And the reality is so much has shifted inside, but sometimes it's not reflected outside. Most often it's not reflected outside. So like on days like today, when I'm like, it's my birthday, we should all just like stop everything we're doing and honor me, and the recognition that it's just another day, and yes, we're honoring me. And I don't know, the profound sameness, I don't even know, like there's something there. I don't really have words for it yet. I have all this like dialogue, all those apps I've talked about running in the background. Like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? What's the plan for this? Like, where are you gonna go with this? What if you like stop doing it in 3 weeks? And so what if I do? And so what if it goes nowhere? Where is it supposed to go? It's not supposed to go anywhere. It's supposed to be a reflection of my reflection. I don't even know. I don't even, like, there's no, it doesn't have to be anything. Thank you. It's just a check-in for myself. So the path to my own evolution is every day, all day. I don't get a break because it's my birthday. And some days that's like, I'm like on this manic high, and some days I'm on like this manic low, and some days I'm somewhere in between. Some days I'm like flatlined and couldn't give a flying fuck about anything. But that's real, and that's the evolution, and that's the beauty of it. And I can't speak about my experience enough in terms of up, down, all around. Like there's beauty in it, and there's somebody knocking at my door. You think if I ignore them, they'll just go away? That's not the truth of my experience. I'm just doing a video check-in. I'll be with you in a second, okay? That's always an invitation to come in.
Can I use your
No, I'm using things. You're going to just have to pause. I don't have that one, so check the kitchen drawer, please.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. So yeah, back to me, clearly. Yeah. I have no idea what I was saying, but that's okay, because that's how life works. Yeah, so I intend to check in with myself and see how I'm going and doing and moving. So one of the things that I do quite regularly is journal about all things, and I set intentions with the moons, and I set like my releases with the moons. And then I have something to look back on and kind of see the path of my own evolution. So this is what this is for me. A check-in, a raw and real life, moment to moment, not just the happy times, not just the ones I want to share, not just those things. A real life check in for myself to have and hold for me. And so if and I intend to make them shorter and sweeter. So when I started out Journey to Self, I was doing it by someone else's time schedule and in a location that was set and specific, and I felt like that really wasn't working for me. In terms of, I want to share what I want to share when I want to share it, and I don't necessarily have to do it sitting right here every single time. I want to travel and be places and still do my check-in, and maybe not necessarily at the same time, because I feel for me that doesn't work, period. And so what was I saying in that? There was something I wanted to say. Oh yeah, so one of the things I want to have feedback on is how I've touched your world. In what ways have I touched your world? And what does that look like for you? You can share in the comments, you can send me a private message, whatever's meaningful to you. I just want to know how my world and, oh, freedom, yes, Tanya, yes, how my world has touched your world, and what that offers you. And thank you for putting that word, Tanya, because so my morning started off a little rocky, and so anyways, my partner brought me home a gift today, and it had roses and a card and a new menstrual mug and a book, and the book is on Celtic tree ceremonies and like connecting to the trees. And just last weekend I had gone on a walk and felt completely in tune with the universe in a way that I haven't, with nature specifically. And the trees are like, I am so in tune with the trees right now. So it perfectly falls in alignment. And the word on the roses, there was a sticker on the roses and it said freedom. And I was like, even in my shit show, even in my pity party, it's brilliant. And I've mentioned how unicorns, and I have unicorns are the way the universe shows me that I'm on track. And so I was sitting in my living room this morning, and so there are no unicorns in my living room. And what did my 7-year-old said something about, I bet you would love that tree because you would see a unicorn in it or something. And I was just like, ah, so brilliant. And then him and I were watching a movie, and someone said unicorn in the movie as well. And I was like, oh my goodness. You know, like someone else would be like, oh, that's just coincidence, blah, blah, blah. I don't live in a world of coincidences. I live in a completely connected world that offers me moment-to-moment check-ins with myself, and the brilliance and the beauty of that and the magic. And I choose to see the magic even when I'm not feeling my most magical self. So that's brilliant. Thank you, Tanya, for stopping by and yeah, dropping that little nugget in there. It's brilliant. So yeah, let me know how I've touched your world. This is the beginning of my 52 weeks of checking in. So, yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for all the lovely birthday messages on Facebook. And thank you, all of you, for being a part of my journey. And, yeah, witnessing me in the path to my own evolution. Because, wow. Good time to end.